Well, hello everybody. Hello. Welcome back to some Long Dark today. We are going to get back on our Endless Night Gunloper run. We're on day 152 in Pleasant Valley. We're at the Abandoned Prepper's Cache. And it's time for us to start making our way down to the farmhouse. Hey, Elcor, how you doing? And then we're going to be gathering up supplies and getting ready to go to Black Rock to make ourselves some gun stuff. Okay, so we are a little bit on the chonky side right now. Let's see what we got here. We have so much stuff here. My God. We even got bear hides here. All of our clothing's in pretty good shape at this point. Yeah, our rabbit skin gloves we could probably stand to repair up a little bit. Do I need all that cloth? Probably not. There we go. That saved us a little bit of space. Then I think I will grab a rabbit hide. I do have a lot of cattails in here, but I got a bunch of cattails on me as well. Yeah, I think I'll leave the feathers here. And the birch. I think we're good. Let's do this. Well, Elcor, I'm doing pretty darn good. Looking forward to the new update for 7 Days to Die. The new update for Long Dark is coming out soon as well. So all of those things together, it's going to be a great time. I do not like the looks of this weather, to be honest. This weather scares me a little bit. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and gather some wood. And grab some sticks.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
I know. We're just going to make a nice big stick fire out here. Hey, Kenneth, how you doing? Yeah, it's only supposed to be high of 63 here today, and cloudy. So very moderate weather here in Oregon today. Yeah, it's really dark out here. I was going to put night vision on, but we're going to be starting a fire here real quick, so decided that probably would be the best course of action. There we go. Although it's definitely supposed to heat up tomorrow to 72, then 83, 86, 89. So it's supposed to be pretty hot the rest of this week, so.
Come on,
Magic Jack, Witcher Row, how you doing? Magic Jack, thank you for the 49 months. $49 big months there. Thank you so much, my friend, for the 49 months. I appreciate that very much. Whoa. Oh, thank you for the 100 bits there, Valor. Surprise Wolf. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Magic Jack with 101 bits. Thank you so very much there. Alright, let's go ahead and get some water down. I hear wolves out there. This will give me the opportunity to repair up my rabbit skin gloves. 22 minutes. Sounds good. Look at it, 6 days straight of upper 90s with the heat index in the 110s. Wow. That is crazy. It's gonna get hot. Let's repair our socks, too. Because why not? Yeah, I got that heavy hammer on me, but that's okay. Let's research for an hour. Gonna go back up. Actually, you know what? Let's grab a torch real quick. It's actually not too bad out right now. We're just gonna make a little water here. We gotta get back down to the farmhouse. Maybe even, we might have to go back to Mystery Lake and gather our lead up. I'm not sure if we left the lead there or not. I don't know if we brought the lead to, okay, we got those in there already. Got nothing in there now. I don't know if we left the lead. I think we left the lead in Mystery Lake, so we may have to travel all the way back to Mystery Lake to get the lead. But that's okay. There we go. I just want to stockpile a little more water while we're here.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Shushabai, my dear, shushabai. Alright, and then in here, I'm going to just go ahead and put a few miscellaneous things that we don't need on us at the moment. Oh, I have an extra pry bar. I forgot about that. Let's drop this extra pry bar that we have. There we go. That'll help us on weight a little bit. Don't know, Zombie Vamp. They haven't released a video yet, so... Hey, Matthew, how you doing? Yeah, I have no idea when the update's coming out. They haven't released a video. They always release a video the day before, or the week of, so... don't know when that's gonna be. So it could be tomorrow. I doubt it's tomorrow unless they release a video today. I keep looking and seeing if they come out with a video today. But usually they always, you know, release an update video the week of the week that they do it. So I've not seen anything from them today. Let me check Hinterland site one more time. Nope. Nothing today, so... Nothing on the live coming up. Nope, nothing. I see you nothing. I'm gonna go back to Black Rock.
Sure I can carry much more.
Gonna go back to Black Rock. Had 4 hours left on that. We've got enough water now. Because we already kind of broke into Black Rock and we're kind of on our way there. So I think we might go to I think we might do Black Rock. I'm kind of going back and forth, to be honest. I'm thinking Black Rock and then I'm like, well, Bleak Inlet would be a little bit easier to go to. And I think it might be on the way. Let's just say I'm sort of up in it's sort of up in the air at this moment. Because we do already have the note for Bleak Inlet. So we could just go back through the We could go through Forlorn Muskeg and get it there if we wanted to. And Blackrock is kind of a pain in the ass. Alright, let's go ahead and eat a tomato soup. Wow, 63% on those, huh? 0% on that one. Either way, we gotta take our flares with us. Do you have any flares in here? How am I doing on cooking oil? I got a 0.5. Okay, we're doing okay on cooking oil. I'm gonna take that cooking oil as well. We've got that there. Take a full thing of salt. Hey, Faith, how you doing? Just making sure I'm not leaving anything behind. I'm gonna take my rifle ammo, just cause. And I think that's all I'm gonna take there. Eat that nice tomato soup down. That'll give us a little bit of vitamin C as well. Eat the candy bar. It's got a little more vitamin C. Eat the beef jerky. That doesn't have any vitamin C. Drink some water. Alright, let's grab out our stuff here. Alright, that put us overweight. How closely do I watch vitamin C? Not that close, to be honest. Not super closely, Jameer. I watch it a little bit, but I don't watch it super close, to be honest. It usually doesn't affect me that much. I eat enough stuff that it's not. I eat enough that stuff and teas and stuff that I'm not too worried about it, to be honest. So. All right, let's go gather our lead up. I think our lead is either in the farmhouse or it's down in the Mystery Lake. So that's where we're gonna head to. Yep, I keep checking Hinterland's site. I'm not seeing anything on Hinterland's site yet. I'm hoping they're gonna do their update here. I'm hoping they're gonna have their update video today, but I don't see it yet. Well, supposedly in this week or next, they're gonna be coming out with the update. So, and they usually put a video out, you know, a day or two before they actually do their update. So. I'd say keep your eyes on the YouTube and see if they put their update out, because when it happens, it's gonna mean that the new stuff is, or their video out, because then the update will be coming out soon after that. So I hate the Blackrock mine and that gas. Yeah, it's kind of nerve-wracking. It's not too bad anymore. And the reason I'm also thinking of doing Blackrock is that we're gonna need the boom cans for the cougar, or the cougar nest. If we want to do that, we're gonna need it. So Blackrock, I think, is probably the best bet. Hello. Well, Dune, I'm hoping that, I mean, they haven't announced the trader stuff yet, so there's gonna be another part to the Long Dark before that happens, I have a feeling. But I'm hoping that the trader is just a non-interactable character that basically contacts you maybe over the radio. Once you get the radio, he'll contact you and say, hey, I need X and Y and Z, and then he'll leave you a drop that you have to use the radio to find. I'm hoping it's something like that. I'm hoping it's not actually an NPC that we'll have in the game. That's what I'm hoping anyway. Well, I guess we'll see. I mean, they haven't really announced that yet. So there's definitely, I think, going to be another part to Tales from the Far Territory coming. After the one they have going right now. Really? 2 doggos, huh? Hello, doggies. Oh, the other doggo decided to run away. Good choice, my friend. Good choice. Oh, the trader will be from the Forest Talkers? Possibly. Really, dude? Didn't you see what I just did to your friend? Yeah, exactly. An NPC like the Grey Mother Methuselah would just be weird, in my opinion. I like you, Dune. I'm hoping they just make the trader a non-interactable NPC that just kind of talks to you over the radio, or sends you a signal over the radio, or guides you to a spot that you can leave stuff or something. Or maybe just sends you a message, you know, or I don't know. I don't know exactly how it would work, but I like you, I'm hoping it's not going to be an actual NPC. Because that to me would just be weird. To actually have like an NPC in the game. So I'm hoping it has something to do with the radio, because now that they've introduced that radio, they could maybe make another channel on it. That, you know, right now you have the channel for the hatches, you have the channel for the caches, and maybe they can make another channel on it that would allow you to communicate with the trader that drops things for you. That basically he comes over and does a little, it's sort of like an airdrop in 7 Days to Die, where he just flies over and drops you a drop, and then you have to track it down from there. That I wouldn't mind in the least bit. There we go. Torch walking definitely does help in this mode. It's been so long since I've seen sunshine. Is there even a sun available? Is there even a sun in the sky? This night seems endless. But yeah, I just keep checking in on Hinterland's site. I would think they would have already... I would think they would have already released something if they were going to release it today. To be honest. Boy Zach had a fight with a poison wolf zone of contamination, knocked him to 1% health, and he didn't pop a stim and recovered all his health. That's brave of him not to pop the stim, or something like an NPC we encounter in the story who talks to you behind the door of the cabin and move from place to place. What update are we going to be getting? It's going to have the cougar in it. It's going to have, I believe, a new zone. There's going to be a bunch of stuff coming here, but it's going to have the main high points are the cougar. The cougar is going to be the big one. We're going to add the cougar to the game. And hello, Tegeta. Hello. That safe house customization is going to be a thing, I guess. And there's going to be now... There's going to be... Unfortunately, they're going to be adding in a cheating death thing, which is kind of like... I hope that it's not an interloper. I don't mind the idea. I understand why. I understand why they're going to do it. I don't like the idea of it, but... I get why they're doing... I get why they're doing the cheat death thing. The Cougar and Bingo Nights. Yes, there's gonna be Bingo Nights where you can interact with the Cougar. The Cougar happens to have, like, purple hair, too. It's a purple-furred Cougar. I don't know. So yeah, there's gonna be a bunch of stuff coming out. They haven't released their video yet, though, and I don't know if they're releasing it today, tomorrow, maybe later this week. I would say if we don't see the video by Wednesday, there's on YouTube, there's probably not gonna be an update this week. So yeah, the Cougar's supposed to show up in every survival mode, Tegeta. Even the new misery mode is supposed to have the Cougar in it. So there's an unlisted video added the last 24th. The 24th of May. It'd be kind of cool if they made kind of online communication with other players who can leave stuff for each other. But you don't see that because they are in their world. Yeah, they don't have any they don't have any plans for multiplayer for Long Dark. They've already been very explicit about that. Long Dark for them is not a multiplayer game, so. Alright, let's get to the farmhouse here. The deer over there. I think I might need food at the farmhouse. Oh, in the last 24 hours they uploaded a video, but it's unlisted. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know nothing about that, so. Let's go to the farmhouse and then we'll come out and hunt a deer. Where do you see the unlisted videos? I don't see anything unlisted from. I don't know where to look for unlisted stuff from them. It doesn't have to be just some online chat with radio during those electricity nights. It'd make it feel more cozy. Yeah, see, that's for me, Anelco, the joy of this game is that it never feels cozy. Is that you are all alone and nobody's coming to help you. So, I still need a mode that has one hacksaw and hammer in the entire world. Well, Zombie Vamp, I've been a big proponent. I've been a big proponent for a long time that they make it so that we can actually choose the specific items. Like in custom mode, we can choose specific items and how many of those specific items are in the game. Like we can choose to have, you know, we can choose to have one hammer and one hatchet and one knife in the game. Sometimes in those caves, all lonely nights next to the fire. Nah, I'm good. I want nobody in my game. I want nobody in it. Okay. I believe I have. Yep, I got 6 more here. Nice.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
There we go. Oh, I've got a little bit of water here. That's nice. What else do we got in here? We got our... Oh, this is where we have all of our matches. Somebody was asking about matches. Yeah, we've got a few matches. I'm gonna try to see if I can stack any of these. Oh, they're most of them are stacking. Nice. Let's just take a box of 30. So we've got 62 in one stack. Nice. Nice. Got some cured maples here. Very nice. Alright, let's go ahead and throw these maples in here. Let's throw 21 of those in there. Do I have any mushrooms? I don't know if I have any mushrooms in here. I don't. Let's drop that and that. I want to read those. Those are for reading eventually. I have a second pot in here. That's kind of nice. Let's drink a little water, and then we'll put 1 liter on the counter here. There we go. Let's drop the heavy hammer here, because we don't really need that anymore. Not on... Oh, actually, no, I do need that on me. I'm just gonna put out my torch. We got a couple things we need to do in here. Let's go ahead and... Actually, we're gonna cheat a little bit here. So this is a little trick you can do if you want. See how we have an acorn on us? That's food. We can eat most of this. And then we can take the rest of it and grind it down into acorn. If you go to their popular list, okay, their popular playlist. And this is on Hinterland's page, right? Hinterland's page. Oh, see, on the mobile app it doesn't have that. It doesn't have that on the mobile app. So you can basically eat the some of the you can eat this down to a little bitty bite, sort of like what you can do with teas, and then you can smash what's left into acorn grounds. I have a feeling they're going to take that out at some point, to be honest. Because why would they leave that in the game? Because, yeah, that's a little cheesy. All right, let's grab another one. We'll just smash down the last 3. And then I do want to take these apart real quick. All right, let me look at the old YouTube, because yeah, it sounds like they may be. Oh, I need to go to the, I need to go to YouTube there. I'm on the wrong thing. Let's break down this torch too. So... Oh, hold on. Hinterland, there we go. Oh, there's Hinterland. Okay, got it. Go to the popular video playlist. Popular video. Huh, I don't see it. Newest video. Oh, the newest video playlist. Okay. Newest video. Huh, I'm not seeing it there either. Two unavailable videos are hidden. It says 2 unavailable videos are hidden. Okay, so that's the only thing I see is the two unavailable videos are hidden there. Well, maybe they will come out with it today. I don't know. I don't know. I guess we'll see. So it wasn't like that earlier, so that has been added today. Gotcha. Okay, okay.
No power in the verse.
So yeah, maybe we'll be getting the new video today. I guess we'll have to hang out and see if they do anything. That would be super duper cool if they did. Thank you for following there, Talget. I appreciate that. Let's get our bedroll flashlight out here and see where we're at. Okay, there's the cabinet there. I am going to put the acorn grounds in here. Excuse me. Levy, how you doing? Hello. Let's go ahead and put the feathers in there as well. Let's put these mushrooms in there. Let's go ahead and prepare up this rose hip real quick. We have enough stuff to make a bunch of prepper pie now, which is awesome. We're just kind of doing stuff in the dark here for a second. Okay, so let's go ahead. Light up that. Okay, let's go ahead and drop the heavy hammer. Drop that jerry can there. Alright, we're going to lower our weight here a little bit. We won't need the pry bar while we're out there either. And I can leave the... I can leave some whetstones behind. I can leave those behind. The ammo behind. The flares behind. The can behind. I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep my lantern on me, just cause. Let's go ahead and drop that because it's pretty much used up at this point. There's nothing left in it except a small little amount that I can't cook into anything. Those are all tiny teas. Let's leave a few more tiny teas here. We'll take the big ones with us. Yep, there we go. We'll take all the big ones with us. And I think that will do us. I'll take 4 just to be on the safe side. All right, we're at 46 kilos right now. Let's grab... Excuse me. Excuse you. Let's grab the reclaimed wood. Let's drop the cedar. Drop a couple more of those. There we go. All right, let's go hunt a deer. Let's go hunt a deer. We are going to go and do some crafting here soon. But right now it's deer hunting time. I was hoping there'd be a deer right out front here. Sometimes deer will spawn in this area here, but not today. Not today. We gotta secure a little bit of food here at the farmhouse. Alright, there's a deer right there. Get night vision on for you guys so you can see a little bit better. Okay, there's bucks over there. That's just a doe. Let's go get the buck. The buck will have a lot more meat on him than the doe will. Hey, aw, thanks, Talget. I appreciate that. Thank you for watching the vids. All right, there's a buck there. I'm gonna sneak up on him and try to get a good shot here. Oh, that's the shot right there. Nope, that was too short. Too short. I have to go get that arrow, too. Nice thing about having Archery 5 is you can sneak right up on him. No, don't run away from your feelings. Oh, you little bastard. Come back here. Oh, he's gonna run all the way over there. Oh, you little jerk. You little jerk. Oh, here he comes. Okay. He decided to cut. He decided to re-return to us. Okay. Alex Life, how you doing, buddy? Well, Talget, I'm glad you're here. I appreciate you coming by and hanging out with us. Let's go ahead and get that. Get that. There we go. I've trained to shoot with the bow today in Desolation Point. There's a bow for free at Katie's Secluded Corner. Yes, it is. I hope you're feeling better now. Oh, I've been feeling better for a few days now. So, yes, I'm feeling mucho better. All right, let's go ahead and we're going to harvest this dude up using our hacksaw just in case something goes wrong. Oh, we got night vision on. Sorry about that. See, I don't see night vision, so I'm glad you reminded me, because I don't see night vision, and that's only for you guys. So when I get a fire started or it gets light out, I don't see none of that going down. 18, yeah, we'll just do 18 minutes. Hey, Farmer Marks, hello, hello. But hi, Cindy. Hi, Faith. Hello, Farmer Mark. Okay, let's go ahead and get a little meat cooked up here. I'll make a little venison pie with the little pieces that we have. Woo! Hey, Healthy Jet, how you doing? Welcome back. It's been a while since I caught one of your streams. Well, welcome on back. We're anxiously awaiting to see if the see if Long Dark gives us a little love. All right, let's eat that. Take that. We're gonna put the large piece in there, and then we're gonna use this to make some venison pie out of the smaller pieces. Yeah, baby, there we go. Little venison pies for us. Yum, yum. That one's cooked. I know I've asked this before, Athena. Does cooking on the pans cook faster? Yes, it's just like cooking in the pots is faster. So yes, it does cook faster in the pan. All right, there we go. And the pan, you can only cook pies in the pan as well. So you have to, if you want to cook the pies, you have to have a pan. Do I have 2 backpacks? I have the technical backpack. I have the technical backpack that I got in Ash Canyon. And so that basically upgrades your backpack to the next level. Oh, there goes my fire. Son of a biscuit. It gives you 5 more kilos of carry weight. And then if you eat a pie, that gives you 3 more kilos of carry weight. We're gonna see if we can cheese the fire a little bit. All right, so got 8 minutes on it. We're gonna add 1 stick. We're just gonna take a small amount of deer meat, 1 kilo. I'm gonna drop my pies right by the fire so I don't forget them. Yep, it's definitely blowing my fire down, so that's okay. That's a small piece. That's a small piece. That's a large piece. Okay. We got 13 and 14 minutes left there. Let's go ahead and add 1 more stick. This is called nursing the fire. Speaking of carry weight, I just had a run where I had all 3 inventory buffs. Yes, it's very nice to have all 3. I usually healthy jet. I always go for all 3 of the buffs, and I actually have currently all 3. So I'm getting 15 extra kilos of carry weight. I get 5 for the technical backpack. I get 5 for the moose-hide satchel, and then I get 5 for the well-fed bonus. Shushaby, dear. Shushaby. You will carry as much or as little as I need you to carry. Alright, so that's got 11 minutes on it. It doesn't look like it's getting blown down right now. Let's add 1 more stick. Let's go ahead and cook another venison pie. And I managed to die by 3 wolf attacks in a row. Hey, at least it was a good death. It was a good death, my friend, a good death. All right, let's add 1 reclaimed wood. That's a little more fire than I want to put on there, but we'll do it anyway. We're doing it live. Yeah, they have 2 hidden videos on their newest page now, which is very interesting. All right, let's cook that there. Well, you know, Healthy Jet, death is part of the game, and the nice thing is that you can always start a new run when you die. And sometimes, honestly, sometimes starting a new run's the funnest thing. Because it's like a whole new world You get to find out where all the stuff is. You get to discover the entire world all over again, which is kind of cool. Come here. All right. So these are our small pieces, right? Yes, okay. I am getting a little bit on the tired side, but that's okay. Get a few more pies going on. Why did you do that? Oh, because I had it on. There we go. Where'd my pies go? There they are. Okay. Got a few more venison pies there. I'm gonna be making up a few venison pies, boys and girls. Just out of the remnants. That's a .26, I believe. Yep. And a .44. So we can make one more set of venison pies. That is awesome. That is awesome. Okay, there we go. All right, it did blow the fire down. Let's just add a stick. We'll just nurse it through. Gonna nurse it on through here. Oh, I did drop an herbal tea. I didn't mean to do that. Got a little bit of water right now, but we got water back at the farmstead, so that's okay. I'm gonna eat one cattail. The 31 keeps bothering me. There we go. Now we have 30 cattails. The 31 is bothering me, okay? What in the hell is going on? It's acting like I have it set on wait. That is so weird. I think that has to be a glitch or something. It keeps moving it around like it's on wait instead of being on what I have it on. I think that's enough pies. We're just gonna go ahead and cook up the remaining venison. Let's throw one stick on. Oh, there we go. It blew my fire down a little bit. All right, let's eat that. Pick up our pot. Eat that. Make a little water. Drink that water down. Grab a torch. That may not last very long. I am going to eat one of my pies. So we get that extra 3 carry weight. So now we can carry up to 40, up to 58.
I wonder if I can drop any of this.
Shh. My dear. Shush-a-bye, dear. Shush-a-bye. We do have a little bit of stink on us right now. But we have food to leave at the farmhouse here. And then we have to travel back to Mystery Lake, or at least the Carter Hydro Dam, and grab our lead and our shells. I think we actually need to go back to the camp office because I think we left some shells there as well. Although I think we have more casings here than we'll ever be able to utilize anyway. So, because I only think we have like 7 pieces of lead. And so that's only about 42 bullet tips. Because you get six bullet tips out of each piece of lead, so we can only make about 42 anyway. We do need to grab some grow well and some fertilizer. But I think I have a can of gunpowder already anyway, so. By the way, how do you avoid scurvy in the long run? It seems kind of unavoidable. You'll sometimes fight it a little bit, Healthy Jet, but my biggest word of advice is once you have your food source kind of stabilized, save all of your cans of tomato soup and peaches and pork and beans that you find, because they give you a large amount of vitamin C when you have an issue. So if you ever get into a situation where you do get a scurvy risk, if you have some cans of those laying around, they can really help. Other than that, just keep drinking teas, eating cattails, eat the candy bars that give you a little bit of extra stuff. There's quite a few vitamin C things in the world. I mean, I'm almost 160 days in, and I have no vitamin C issues. And also, you can start making prepper's pies, because those will give you a lot of vitamin C as well. There we go. All right. Speaking of prepper pie, speaking of the old prepper pie, I think it's time for us to make our prepper pies. And use up a bunch of our, we'll make a bunch of water, and we'll make some prepper pie here. I only have one skillet, but that's okay. Okay, that torch went out. Let's take a torch from here. Okay. So, prepper pie takes acorn grounds, mushrooms. Oh, I don't have the mushrooms here. I don't have the mushrooms here. And it takes water as well. But yeah, I forgot I don't have any. I think I have like 3 mushrooms in this entire place. Yes, I do. But I do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I got 15 of those. And I got 7 acorn grounds, so that's nice. Let's see, how many shells? I got 57 shells here. We are good on shells. Did I not grab the guts? Oh, I did grab the guts. Okay. I was like, did I not grab the guts there? That was silly of me. I do want to take my pry bar. I guess I can just leave these here until I go get my mushrooms. We're going to go back to the Carter Hydro Dam, and I'm pretty sure we have some mushrooms there. Let's leave the rest of the feathers here as well. Let's leave a couple of these teas here. I need to put the prepper's pies outside. Duke with the 49-month resub. You just use peaches for pancakes? Thank you so much for that huge 49-month resub there. I appreciate that very much. And if you do have a Twitch Prime sub and you want to drop it on the channel, not only will it support the channel,
good afternoon,
but it will get rid of all the ads, and it doesn't cost you anything more than your Amazon Prime's already costing you. So, oh my goodness, QB Junkie! Oh my goodness, look at that, QB Junkie! Greetings to Junkieville! Woo! For 9 months! Our Twitch baby has arrived! For those of you who don't know who QB Junkie is an amazing 7 Days to Die player. I'm assuming
Junkie just resubscribed for 9 months.
I'm assuming QB that you are part of the streamer weekend coming up. There he is playing some 7 Days to Die. Go give QB Junkie a follow, boys and girls.
That's just something I like to do. I like to make it look nice.
Go join him over in Junkieville.
Stone roofs, some of my shafts.
But yes, he is an amazing 7 Days to Die player. I can play 7 Days to Die. He thrives in 7 Days to Die. He is so good. I love watching his stuff. Not this. Oh, your brother's getting married Saturday. Oh well. Excuse me. Excuse me? Yeah, I finally got my notification that they accepted me into it, so... Oh, hey, buddy. Sit down. I lost one arrow. One of them ran off with my arrow, little bastard. So yeah, I am going to be part of it. I'm very excited for 1.0. Ah, there you are. Come on over here, buddy. Come on over here. Let's get the trifecta going on. Oh, I missed him. I missed him. Well, they were all gathering because I had meat on me. They were very upset that I was carrying a lot of meat on me. I get it, you know. Let's get physical. I wanna get physical. Let's get into physical. Yeah, let's make some water talk. There we go. Hey, Darren else we should go to Arby's then. They got meats. This gives me PTSD because that's exactly how I lost my last run. It was also in Pleasant Valley. All right, here we go. Sit down and shut up, stupid wolves. Give me your feathers. Alright, you know what? We're eating some wolf tonight, boys and girls. We're eating some wolf tonight. Let's go, let's grab a little bit of wood here. Yeah, we got some sticks. Yum, yum, yum. Let's grab a little cedar. I just gotta have enough to harvest them up, because once we harvest them, we can just take them inside. Okay. Let's just make a fire sort of right in the middle here. Bangity bangity boom, let's go!
Come on, little fire. Come on.
Shh. It's already going, ma'am. It's already going, dear. Don't worry about it. Alright, we're just gonna take the meat, take 4 kilos here. Let's just use our knife because it's the quickest. Dun, 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 dun. We'll leave a little bit of stuff on them, then it'll decay a little bit slower. If you want your wolves to respawn super slow, then you don't touch them at all. Oh, I got these pies on me. No wonder they love me so much. I've got pies on me. I was like, why are the wolves so attracted to me? I mean, I know I'm damn sexy, but why are they so attracted to me here? It's because I got those pies on me, that's why. Oh, we got 5 kilos on this guy. Nice. I kind of wonder how wolf meat tastes after playing this game. I would imagine it does not taste real good. I know you're gonna faint, my dear. Oh, you know what we need to do? We need to go in here and make sure our water's not boiled off. 14 minutes to boil dry. Got 6 hours left on that fire. Alright. 4 minutes left on that. Okay. Shh. My dear. You keep your thoughts to yourself, my dear. We'll put the predator meat on this side. We got all our pies here in the middle. Put a couple more pieces of meat here on the fire. And grab a little, oh, another 5 kilos, nice. These are some big wolves, boys and girls. That's like 14 kilos of meat that we just got off of 3 wolves. It's funny because the dire wolves used to be really huge, not the dire wolves, but the timber wolves used to be really big. They would have like up to 7 kilos of meat on them. The timber wolves are kind of wusses anymore, to be honest. They're kind of wussies. They don't have that much. They don't have that much on them anymore. I'm gonna move this deer hide over here. All right, I'm gonna move this cooking pot over there. This is just so cooking times are all the same. Has nothing to do with other than I do not like having my cooking times not all even. Excuse you, ma'am. Why are you throwing the torch? Did somebody say you could throw the torch? I don't think so. I know. Just chill out. I'm putting stuff down, okay? I know you got a lot of water on you right now. Yeah, but I would imagine wolf does not taste real good, to be honest. It just doesn't sound very appealing. All right. All right. Next stop is Mystery Lake, the Carter Hydro Dam, to get our lead. I'm going to grab a few torches here, just to resupply our torches. And that way we aren't wasting the fire either. I hate to waste a fire. Now, if you really want to get fancy out here, and you never want to have to worry about your fire getting blown out, you can always make the fire in this fire pit here, break down all the stuff around here for fuel, and then you'll have a ton of reclaimed wood and a fire that lasts for a long time. American Indians used to eat dogs, they would boil them. Yum, yum. Alright. Close that door there. We are super duper tired. That's awesome. I haven't been this tired in a while. One of the reasons we've not been tired for a while is that we took the Dark Walker perk. And what the Dark Walker perk does is you are less fatigued at night, more fatigued during the day. So we get really, really, really tired really, really quick. Or really, really slow, I should say. We get tired so slow, it just kind of moves at a Moves at a very slow pace. All right, let's go ahead and throw that on there, and that on there, that on there, and that on there. Get the cooking pot. Let's get a liter of water in there. And a liter of water in there. Have reached cooking 4.7 now. Hard work to get to 5. It is. The road to 5 is a long and lonely road. It really truly is. The road to 5 takes a while. It's not quick by any stretch. It pretty much takes as much as it took to get from 1 to 4 to get to 4 to 5. It's the same sort of time length. Getting to 1 to 4 is not that bad. 1 to 3, 1 to 2 is like super easy. 1 to 3 is a little longer. 1 to 4, of course, is a little longer. But then to get to 5, it's like a whole new ball game. All right, so these got 37, 12, 11. Okay. Let's break down some crates. You know, I used to hate the new cooking system, and now I love the new cooking system. All right, let's go ahead and dump off a little more water here. I don't think I can put the water back there. No, it's blocked. Excuse you, ma'am. Why did you throw that torch? Reach for it, day 33, so easy. Oh yeah, if you're cooking all of the different the different teas in the game, if you're cooking up all the peaches, the pork and beans, all that stuff, you don't even have to eat them. That's one thing a lot of people don't realize, is you can cook the tomato soups, the peaches, the pork and beans, and then you don't have to even eat them, and you'll still get a cooking skill up. You get the cooking skill up by the mere fact that you cook the item. So you can open it and cook it, and then don't eat it. You can save it for later if you want to, and you still get the cooking skill up. So that's a great way to level up your cooking. And also, don't forget, any tea, coffee that you find in a house, if you find one that's already made, if you cook that tea or coffee, you can get cooking skill ups from that as well. Or reheat it, I guess. You can't get cooking skill ups from reheating your own stuff that you made, but anything you find, you can get a cooking skill up from if you reheat it. So it's definitely worth reheating the ones that you find. All right, let's just take this down. You read all the books you can? Yeah, you know, it's funny. I never have really read the cooking books. I find that I usually get enough cooking skill ups just from cooking everything. Cooking the teas, the teas and the coffees and all that stuff. Usually the books that I read are the archery books, the fishing books, and the mending books. Because getting archery to 5 is like one of the most important things in the game. And then cooking and mending are just so slow to level up. There's the bed. Okay. Let's go ahead and break down some torches and some things. But yeah, reading the books is a good way to go too if you want to boost it up there. For sure. Getting to cooking 3 is very important though, because at cooking 3, you no longer lose calories from destroying cans, or smashing open cans. Because before cooking 3, if you smash open a can, you're losing calories every time you do that. It's not a lot. It'll be like maybe 80 to 100 calories out of each can, but that can make a huge difference. That can make a huge difference. So. I'm checking Hinterland again here. They got 2 unavailable videos that are hidden. Under their newest video section, they have 2 hidden videos. 2 hidden videos that I guess weren't there earlier. So there's 2 hidden videos. So yeah, if you go to Hinterland's thing and you go to the newest videos, there are 2 unavailable videos that they have up there that were not there earlier. And C Dune is the one who clued me in on that. So yeah, they have 2 that are unavailable. Once I level up my 3rd character to be ready to go to the new zone. Nice. Yeah, maybe tomorrow. It may be, I mean, I would have thought, if it was gonna be today, I would have thought they would have already had the videos out today if they were gonna be releasing it today. That's just my assumption, is that they would have already released it today. So I have a feeling it's gonna be tomorrow that they release the video. And maybe tomorrow they come out with the update. Maybe? Brand with that 40-month resub. Thank you, Brand, for that 40-month resub. And by the way, QB Junkie, have fun at the wedding this weekend. That sounds like it'll be a blast, man. And congratulations there on to the person getting married, to your brother. Congratulations to your brother there. That's gonna be freaking awesome, man. Yeah, I am very low on that. So yeah, if you go to Hinterland's YouTube channel and you go into their newest videos section, there is 2 unavailable videos that are hidden in their newest video section. So maybe. I know you're so tired. I know. I'm getting stuff figured out here. I was breaking down torches and stuff. Okay, darling. All right, let's get you some rest. There we go. How can you see hidden videos? Well, you can't see them. It's just that if you go to Hinterland's newest videos area, it says at the top there are 2 videos that are hidden. So it actually tells you that they have 2 videos that are hidden. It doesn't actually show you what they are, but according to one of the viewers on YouTube, C-Dun, they were not there earlier. It was not like that earlier today. So I think they've already uploaded it, and they are probably going to release it. They usually release it at I think it was Cindy who was saying that they usually do it at 10 a.m. Pacific time, which is 1 p.m. Eastern, and that's already way gone. It's 1 p.m. Pacific now. So they probably will not release it till tomorrow, would be my guess. That's just my guess anyway. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Okay, let's go upstairs and get the rest of our rest. It sounds like there's a bit of a storm. Do you think the cougar's gonna one-shot you? Well, nothing in the game. Well, it doesn't sound like it will. I would have a feeling the cougar's not gonna one-shot you. It's gonna be much like the bear, where it'll make you wish you were dead. But I don't think it's going to kill you outright, no. I think it's going to hurt you a lot, and it's going to leave you with, I mean, maybe there'll be, maybe like with the moose, you know how the moose has its own unique affliction. Maybe there'll be a unique affliction that it gives you. Like scratched ribs or something. All right, so we've got 29 matches on us. Good Lord, look at all those matches. We have 62, 93, 101, 128, 128, 148, 152, 182, 100. We have 191 matches just sitting here in Pleasant Valley. 191. 191 matches, just sitting here in Pleasant Valley. Plus, we have another 29 matches, so 191. We have 220 matches just sitting here. No, that doesn't include the matches we left in Mystery Lake. Okay, I don't need that many sticks on me. And by any stretch of the imagination, I just need like one. I'll grab one more stick, 2 sticks. I've got 4 coal. I do not need the reclaimed wood on me either. I'm just trying to lower my weight down a little bit, boys and girls. Okay, let's go ahead and leave the rest of the feathers here. I'm going to take all that with... I don't need all that cloth, so let's leave most of that here as well. I don't need the sewing kit. I've got enough whetstones on me for a little bit. I don't need the arrow shafts on me either, or the arrowheads. I don't need the fish trap. Oh, I can't put the fish trap down. Okay. But remember, there aren't cougars in missions, as one bearded man once said. Hey, there are cougars in missions. Just saying. Okay. So that's 5 pies. Let's grab 3 pies. Grab our prepper's pie. How's it looking out there? It's actually looking pretty nice. Let's eat a little bit of that meat. I did have a pie smiley. I was going for the pie smiley. Ooh, that looks nasty out there. All right, let's go, boys and girls. There's a wolf out here that we shot that has an arrow in him. I'd love to see if we could find him. I don't think we will, but we'll see.
Can stop me.
Hey, Dark Fighter, thank you for the follow, my man. Thank you very much. Thank you for all the follows today and the subs, boys and girls. Don't forget, you can drop that Prime sub. It doesn't cost you anything if you already have Amazon Prime, and it's allowed in your country. You can drop that Prime sub like nothing. And that helps support the channel, and it also gets rid of ads for you, too. So, there you go. I'm hoping we can maybe find the wolf on the way over here, but I somehow doubt it. Funny thing is, I haven't seen the bear on this side at all, which is very weird. Hey, wait and see how you doing, buddy. Alex Life, thank you for the 27-month resub. Thank you for that huge 27 months there. With that Twitch Prime, as a matter of fact. Oh, Jesus Christ. Let's get inside real quick. Thank you, Duke, for the bear. Okay, we're inside now, so that's good. I don't think I left anything here. We can't really do anything in here. Alright, let's go outside. I'm going to give you guys night vision. I found you through Super Cubby. Because oh, Super Cubby's awesome, man. If you guys have not gone over and followed the Super Cub, we raided Super Cubby last night, which was awesome. I haven't been able to raid him in a while because I guess he's not been around. Oh. I hit the wrong key there. Let's give Super Cubby a shout out. There we go. Go check out Super Cubby. He's a great guy. Super awesome dude.
Long live the king!
Last playing some Overwatch, but hey, there we go. He's doing a 24-hour stream. Oh my god, right now he's doing one? Oh wow. That is so cool. Well, I know he's been gone away for a little while, so he probably wanted to come back with a vengeance. There's a bear cave over here too, and I haven't seen the bear at this cave either, which is odd. I know, darling, you're cold. Boo-hoo. Cry me a frickin' river. Oh, for his Twitch anniversary. Gotcha. Gotcha. We do have a little bit of stink, even though it doesn't say it. These are giving us stink. And so if we get a wolf on us, that's what's going to happen. So you got hypothermia now. That's all right. It's okay. But yeah, I'm thinking that Long Dark's gonna come out with their video tomorrow and possibly the update on Wednesday or Thursday. Now, if they do update on Wednesday, I probably will stream on Wednesday, even though I usually don't. I'll probably stream on Wednesday just to get in on it. Because it's Long Dark. Ah, shoot. There we go. Crappy bow out. There's wolves in them there hills. Gotta be kind of careful. Pros? I don't know about that. And there's a wolf right there. Oh, yeah! Little sneaky shot there. Took him down. He walked right into it, boys and girls. He walked right into it. That was his own damn fault. Oh, there's one right there. Uh-oh. Oh, this one we're gonna have to face down. Oh, he was zigging and zagging. He was trying. He was bobbing and weaving. He was going back and forth. He was going for the head. He was going for the throat. But we took him down anyway. He wasn't, the problem with that wolf is he was too close to me. He didn't have enough time. If you start making them charge you from further away, they'll path and find the shortest route to you, and they'll come straight at you most of the time. There's a few things that'll make them bob and weave like that. If you're standing close to a tree, they'll bob and weave to get around the tree to get to you, which makes it kind of hard. So you usually want to be in an open area where there's not a lot of stuff they can bounce off of. The other thing is if you don't pull your bow fast enough, they'll get close to you and they haven't found their pathing to you yet. And so once they're charging at you, that's when they find the shortest path to you, and that's when they'll come straight at you better. If you wait till they're really close to you, they don't have as much time to find that shortest path. So that bobbing and weaving you see is them trying to find the shortest path to you, and it's basically their AI getting confused, which can be a humongous pain in the ass. Because then they're going bam, bada bam, bada bam, like that guy was. Oh, there's some mushrooms. Yeah, we're gonna grab these. We need these for our preppers pies. I wonder if there's any more around here. Did I get the mushrooms that were up here? I did not. Interesting. Okay. Did I get the ones that were over here? I mean, I guess we can go into the cave and just get warmed up real quick. That was weird. All right, no problem, Dark Fighter. Thank you for coming by and hanging out. We'll see you later on, buddy. Okay, let's go ahead and drop the pies here. Alright, let's get back here. Oh, there's a couple liters of water here. And stay on target. Stay on target. Stay on target. Okay, let's just go ahead. Let's just get a little bit of a snoozy poo. Actually, you know what? Let's not use our bedroll. There's a nice little bed back here. Let's just get a snoozy poos for an hour. Well, say hi to Cubby for me, Darkfighter. Say hi to the Cubs. All right, we got our sleep back. We're a little tiny bit overweight, but not too bad. Actually, you know, one thing we could do. It looks like we're building up a little bit of fuel here, and we got some water here. And this is always a place I stop at. We can just drop most of those sticks here. And actually, you know what? Let's drop a piece of coal here. Let's drop 2 pieces of coal here. There we go. Good news is it's nice and clear out right now. Ooh, you know where there's some more mushrooms? Ooh, I just remember where there's more mushrooms. We're gonna take a slight little detour. There's mushrooms down by Pensive Pond. There also might be the moose down there too, but there's mushrooms down there for sure. Now we have to be careful because the bear's in here as well. We don't want to get caught unawares by him. Turn my volume up just a little bit so I can hear the bear if he's around. I believe the DLC will have 2 updates left, yes. Because they haven't mentioned anything about the trader in the latest dev diary, and that's part of the DLC, so I have a feeling there's going to be one more part to the DLC after what we get this month. Stick to the high ground, Anakin. As we learned, the high ground is very important. Is that a wolf up there? That's a wolf up there. I think I'll start a little fire in the fishing hut. I'm not seeing moose marks around here. There's a maple, and there's some mushrooms there. And there's several little stumps with mushrooms out here as well. Oh, take your sprain affliction and go shove it, buddy. Oh, yeah, look at that. There's 3 mushrooms right there. There's some more mushrooms on these stumps up here, I'm pretty sure. Oh, there's a body over here, too. Interesting. Man, Star Wars is a dead franchise with the Acolyte bombing so... Oh, the Acolyte's horrible. I've watched some of the reviews and some of the commentary on it. Oh my god, it looks so bad. It looks like... It literally looks like a high school like, fan production of Star Wars. That's what it reminds me of. It's like, oh my god, it's so cringy, it's so bad. I thought it couldn't get worse than Obi-Wan and Boba Fett, but they went hold my beer. And Leslie Headland, the former personal assistant of Harvey Weinstein, that wonderful human being Harvey Weinstein. Don't forget, she was his personal assistant. She knew everything that was going on with him. Just keep that in mind. What a horrible human being she is, and the things she did to women in Hollywood. But regardless, she's got as much talent as a blind hedgehog in a bag. Hey, we've not been in here before. Cool. Let's start a little fire. For me, Kenneth, Star Wars is just like not even a big deal anymore. I just don't pay attention to it, other than to laugh at it. Other than to laugh at it, I just don't even pay attention to it. I've never watched Star Wars. Well, you are a lucky person. Hold on one second. I want to look at something here. Oh, nice. In some comments, people want to have Jar Jar back. See, I like the new BSG. I thought the new BSG was pretty good. For me, that show did it for me. Hey, there's a rifle cartridge there. Nice. I really, it took me a little while to get into it. Believe me, I was not a big fan at the beginning of BSG. Not a big fan of the beginning of BSG. But once I got through like the first 4 or 5 episodes, I was like, oh god, I am sold on this show now. Now there is a wolf up here. We got to be very careful. Oh, I used to love Doctor Who. Doctor Who's still my favorite sci-fi show of all time, regardless of where it is today. Yeah, there is a thing where the oversaturation patch-up definitely. It's sort of like how, you know, when you'd have a favorite song back in the days when you could only get music on the radio. And you had a favorite song, and they would play it and 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 play. They would basically play the song to death, to the point where you just couldn't stand the song anymore. That's sort of what they've done with Star Wars. And unfortunately, it would be different if the quality stayed at a good level. Unfortunately, not only are they putting out too much, but the quality has fallen off a lot. Mainly because they don't have people who actually like Star Wars making Star Wars. They have people making Star Wars that want to put out a message on a platform that's already in existence. And that's the biggest problem. And so, you know, if they could get rid of that, I think it would be doing okay. BSG won so many awards and it was huge and writing was epic. Not all seasons were the same level, but overall BSG is an example of sci-fi done right. Yeah, well, overall BSG in my mind is an example of, I've watched Princess Bride finally, yes! As you wish, Tegeta. As you wish. Princess Bride is probably one of my top 10 movies of all time. It really, truly is. I love, love, love The Princess Bride. It is such a well-done movie. It's kind of like the writers of Witcher who never played The Witcher and wanted to put their message that wasn't in The Witcher. Yeah, well, exactly. Well, and you can. It's sad, Brian, that one of the biggest fans of The Witcher ever. They had one of the most knowledgeable people of The Witcher ever in existence, and that's Henry Cavill, working on their frickin' show, playing the titular character on their show, and they just ignored him. They ignored him and made fun of him for wanting to be lore accurate. That's how they feel about us nerds. You have to remember, that's how these people feel about us nerds. We want stuff to be lore accurate, and they think that's stupid. They think that's stupid. They think, oh well, that's just you being an idiot. Okay. And that overall tells you all you need to know. That's how they truly feel about us. Is what they did to Henry Cavill. I mean, when you have an actor like him, who's as knowledgeable as he is on the material, you know, then you listen to him. You take his advice. You didn't recognize Billy Crystal and Carol Kane at first? Oh yeah, Billy Crystal is great as Max. As Miracle Max. Oh, the jokes still hold up to today. Well, and the thing about Princess Bride 2 is that Princess Bride has so many visual jokes. Like when, like one that has always stuck with me is when Humperdinck's, like, I don't know, he's sort of like his sheriff of Nottingham, but he comes into Humperdinck's office. He puts his arm on the armrest of Humperdinck's chair, and you just have that little exchange where he looks down, the guy looks up, he quickly takes it off, and then Humperdinck puts his arm there. It's that sort of physical comedy that's just freaking hilarious. It's little things like that that just make that movie stand out and just be awesome. And the priest is freaking hilarious, yes. Mowedge! That blessed event, the dweem within a dweem. But for me, BSG is definitely the way you do a reboot, where they honored the past, but they brought it, they honored a lot of the lore of BSG as well. Battlestar Galactica, Papa. The new Battlestar Galactica. They honored the lore of it as well, and they got really good actors, and they wrote a very decent story, I think, overall. Like was said in chat before, not all the seasons were 100%, but, you know, the overall, the story was really well done. And they did a great job with the story in Battlestar Galactica. The newer version, though, the newer version with Olmos and Katie Sackhoff, Jamie Bambier. What is his last name? Bambier or Bamir? I can never tell what his last name is. But they did a really good job with that one. They brought in some good actors. They even brought back the guy who played Apollo in the original. The funny thing is that the guy who played Apollo in the original series had been trying to reboot Battlestar Galactica for years. And he came back as Tom Zarek in the new one, which was pretty stinking frickin' cool. And he played a pretty big role in it. I mean, Tom Zarek was a pretty big character in that series. And I think the thing I liked most about the new Battlestar Galactica is it wasn't, I mean, yes, there was action and fights and stuff like, and, you know, space dog fights and stuff like that were really cool. But a lot of the new BSG was not about that. It was more about the interactions between the characters, the sort of moral dilemmas. It was a lot deeper than the first one was, of course. Changing some of the characters was a surprise, but they did so well writing each character that almost everyone loved the new Boomer and Starbuck after 3 episodes. Well, exactly. For all those naysayers out there, the ones who are like, people just don't like strong female characters, blah 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 blah, cope. I was dubious about Starbuck being changed to a girl and Boomer being changed to a girl, but like Patchup just said, after 3 episodes, I was like, that's Starbuck and Boomer. They're their own characters. They have their own flaws. They have their own strengths. They're interesting. They're well written. They're well acted. So for all those ding dongs out there, those window lickers on Twitter that claim we don't like strong female characters, I'm sorry. We had Sarah Connor and we had Ripley long before you were even born, and we didn't give a hoot that they were women. And we loved them. We adored them. We thought that I thought Sarah Connor was the freaking coolest kid. In Terminator 2, Sarah Connor was the GOAT. She was the coolest character in that entire thing. I mean, it's so funny how a lot of younger people today believe that we've never had strong female characters in our movies before. You know what? We didn't need strong female characters. We just had good female characters in our shows. We've had good female characters in our shows for a long time. I mean, we had a thing, I know it's weird, we had this thing called Buffy the Vampire Slayer. We had a whole show called Buffy the Vampire Slayer, okay? It just makes me go, really? Really? Are we this stupid? We had this guy, we had this really cool guy. I can't remember who played him exactly. We had this really cool guy we liked back in the 90s and the 80s, called Blade. Just go look him up. There's this really cool story about a guy named Blade. Had a few movies, if I remember correctly. I don't know. You know. He was kind of popular, I guess. I mean, it's hilarious. And I love when they talk about how nerds are toxic and nerds are like nerds are bigoted and stuff like that. It's like, obviously those people didn't grow up in the 80s and the 90s when nerds were ostracized. Nerds were on the outside of everything. Nerds were not liked or accepted into most of society. We were the outcasts. We accepted everyone into our group, no matter your race, your creed, your sexual orientation, your whether you were a guy or a girl. We accepted everybody because we were the outcasts. Back when nerdy stuff was not popular, we were the outcasts, so we banded together, and we didn't care who you were or where you came from. If you liked the stuff we liked, you were part of our club. You were part of our crew. We were not... Yes, we argued like crazy. I mean, we had arguments in the comic book shop all the time about who would beat who. Would Ripley beat Sarah Connor in a fight? Would Terminator be able to take out Predator? Would you know, who was stronger, Superman or Captain Marvel? You know, we fought about that stuff all the time. But at the end of the day, we were all nerds and we liked each other. And we accepted each other as we were. So, nice try changing the narrative, but nerds have always been the most accepting people I've ever known in my life. Nerds and stoners were the people who accepted me more when I was young than anybody else because they didn't judge people at all. They accepted you in as long as you weren't an a-hole. They accepted you in. So get wrecked, modern day. Get wrecked. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. Now, anymore, I say we gatekeep the stuff we love now. Because there is a movement out there to destroy the things that we love. There is a concerted effort to destroy it. And so, yes, I say now we do gatekeep it, and we point out the ridiculousness of stuff when it actually occurs. Like the Acolyte, like Obi-Wan, like the Book of Boba Fett. We gatekeep the hell out of that stuff, because we've seen what happens when we don't. The death of Doctor Who, the death of Star Wars, the death of Star Trek, the death of all the stuff that we loved when we were younger, the death of Marvel. Ripley and Alien is such a good character, doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman. Well, yeah. Just write a good character. That's the thing I think a lot of people fail to realize. It doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman. As long as you write a good character, people are going to enjoy it. The problem is that most of the writers in Hollywood these days are not that good. Most of them just aren't that good of writers. They just really aren't. They don't understand basic writing. Why do you think the movies today suck? Why do you think TV shows today are very few and far between that are actually good? You know, it's just because writers kind of suck these days. There's not a lot of good ones out there. They're more, they start with the premise that we have to tell a certain narrative or message in our story, and then they try to write a story around it instead of doing what they did back in the 80s and 90s. Because yes, Star Trek Next Generation had a lot of messaging in it. But guess what? Nobody cared because they wrote a good story and then they wove a message into that story after the fact. They were like, hey, we got a really good story here. We could look at an interesting, you know, conundrum situation. Babylon 5 did it. Star Trek Next Generation did it. Farscape even did it to a point. You know, they would write good stories and they would have sort of a message in it, but the message didn't beat you over the head. It let you kind of think about it yourself and go, what do I think about this? Well, they're also, you know, Kenneth, to that point, they are hiring, they are casting directors and writers these days. They are not hiring directors and writers. They're casting directors and writers based on certain characteristics that they have. That's the biggest problem. They don't hire good directors and writers. They cast them. And by casting them, I mean they are casting them because of traits that they have that are acceptable in Hollywood these days. And that's not the best way to make entertainment. So, I think it's the studios that want to take zero risks. They want to make sure the shows make money, so they water it down. Well, yeah, I mean, stuff like The Office, Married with Children, even I've been watching How I Met Your Mother lately. That could not be made today. That would not be made today. But stuff like The Office and How I Met How I Met Your Mother and some of those shows, Married with Children, those would never be made today. They would be like, no, we can't do those. We can't do those. Those go against everything we stand for, you know. Yeah, Star Trek covered all of that stuff decades before this whole movement. And the geek world accepted it. We didn't care. We didn't care. We were like, cool, that's kind of neat. But you know, also the thing is, Patchup, Star Trek Next Generation never beat you over the head with it. It just presented you the story, let you think about it, and decide what you wanted to do with it from there. And I think that was the glorious part about Star Trek back then, is that I never felt like the messaging was the forefront of the whole thing. They'd be like, here's our story, we're gonna tell it, and we're gonna let you think about it. And make up your own mind about it. And that was a cool way of doing it, because I think also it's one of those things where I think the thing that was appealing about that is they didn't treat the audience like the audience was stupid. These days, they pretty much assume the audience is a moron with the TikTok attention span of about 30 seconds. So if they don't tell you the message, if they don't beat you over the head with it, you won't get it. And I think that's one of the big problems with modern entertainment, is that they talk down to the audience because in Hollywood, they believe they are so much smarter than the rest of us plebs out here. They truly believe that they are the smartest people on the block, and the rest of us are a bunch of sheeple who need to be preached to and told what to think because we're too dumb to figure things out for ourselves. And that's one of their biggest downfalls, is that people are waking up. You want to talk about being woke? We are waking up to the fact that this is happening. It's been happening for the last decade, and we're fed up with it, and we're pushing back now. We're just pushing back now. We're like, no, we aren't going to take this anymore. You've pushed us far enough. We gave you the benefit of the doubt that you were just trying to be good guys, trying to, you know, not offend people. But when you come out and you tell us that you hate us, then we're going to push back. Never thought Voyager was great, but compared to Star Trek Discovery and Picard, it's a I see. I'm one of the few. I loved Voyager. I thought the ending of Voyager was pretty weak, but honestly, I loved Voyager. I loved the holographic Doctor. I loved all the characters in that show. I thought they were all pretty well written. They were interesting. I liked Captain Janeway. Oh my God, I liked a female captain. Strike me down. I actually liked Captain Janeway. I thought she was an interesting character. I liked the gal who played her. I thought she was a good actress. Maybe I'm one of the few that like that. I didn't like Enterprise very much, but honestly, Enterprise is a masterpiece compared to what they have out now, too. I mean, Star Trek Discovery ended, and who cared? Star Trek Discovery ended, and I never saw any news about Star Trek Discovery ending. It's like, nobody cared. It was like good riddance to bad rubbish, you know? I don't want to get educated in entertainment. Well, see, the thing is that they've forgotten what entertainment is. Entertainment is, at its core, entertainment is supposed to be about escapism. Entertainment is that we can sit back for an hour or 2 hours and we can forget about the horrible stuff that is in the world around us all the time, 24/7 every day, that we are faced with. We can forget about politics, we can forget about religion, we can forget about the worries in life, we can forget about how we may or may not be able to pay our bills, we can forget about work, we can forget about everything in our life and escape into a world where we can just be gone for an hour. We can just like turn our brain off and just be entertained. And that's what we want. That's what we crave. That's what entertainment throughout the ages has been. From the time that they had, bards traveling from town to town who would entertain people with stories and legends of great deeds being done, to the modern day era, We just want to have that little bit of escape from how miserable life can be sometimes. And when that's pushed into us 24/7 in our entertainment, we get tired of it because we don't want that. We don't want to be beat over the head with reality. We want to escape to a world where we don't have to think about reality for a little while. We don't need messages pushed in our face. We want story and escape, exactly. We want heroes. We want villains. Clear-cut heroes and villains. Not the new Disney, oh, they're a villain, but they're just misunderstood. They went through a lot as a child. Everybody's a freaking victim. Well, you know what? Sometimes it's good just to have some good old-fashioned bad guys that are just a-holes for the sake of being a-holes. That we can cheer for the hero and root for the villain's downfall. Sometimes that's a good thing. Not sometimes. All the time that's a good thing. We want that. We crave that. We need that. We need our heroes and villains. Because that's not reality. That's not reality. And that's what we want. We don't want it to be real. We want it to be bigger than life. We want to believe in things that are bigger than us. We want things that are bigger than us overall. Because that inspires us. I mean, that's the thing is that inspires us to be more than what we are. That inspires us to reach for things that are usually unattainable to us. Because we crave that. We want that. Yeah, now the Jedis are villains. Yeah, I heard about that. I heard the Jedis are now the villains. And that the all-female witch coven who's having immaculate babies are the heroes. And yeah, I've heard all that stuff. It's like, okay. No. Well, you know the Force is female. So that's what they're pushing right now. The Force is female. I mean, they came out and said that right away. I'm sorry, the Force doesn't have a gender. The Force is neither male or female. The Force is just the Force. There is no gender. There is no gender to the Force. Wow, we have a lot of hides. Well, that's the problem with modern entertainment, though. They have lost sight of what it is. They've lost sight that entertainment is about being entertained. Tegeta, see you later on. Have a good one. Well, I think putting any trait on, making any character patch-up have a superpower based on, you know, a trait that is something like that is a recipe for disaster from the get-go. It's not a good jumping off point for a character. Because it makes me go, so what? It makes me go, well, so what? We all have our issues. We all have our problems. You know, it's those things that, yeah, I only grabbed one lead, unfortunately. It's things that they need to write good characters. That's what it comes down to. They have no ability to write good characters. Bottom line. They don't know what a good character is. They all write from the standpoint of, I am an oppressed person. They all self-insert themselves into the story. So the stories are all self-inserts when it comes right down to it. Because they aren't telling a story, because most of them have not lived very much life when it comes down to it either. Most of them have lived very sheltered lives. They like to claim that they're oppressed. They like to claim that they've been, you know, victims of things. But none of them have really faced any real hardships in life, to be completely honest. Let's throw that in there. And it's kind of sad. They all like to run around like their hair's on fire. but most of them have never really faced a true hardship in life. Yeah, I've got all these shell casings here, but I got 50 shell casings back in, I got 50 shell casings back in, Mystery Lake, and I think I'll take these ones to Bleak Inlet, because I only have 7 pieces of lead, and so at most I can make 42 bullets. $100 million on special effects, $10 on the script these days. Well, yeah. Give me the days of poor special effects and great stories. If only Long Dark could add a new location with your brother's house, tree fallen in the middle of it. That would be awesome, Miss MacMan. That would be freaking awesome. All right, so back to Pleasant Valley, and then we're off to Black Rock to do some foraging, boys and girls. We are a little bit tired, so we will sleep on the other side here. That would be an amazing tribute to the streaming community. It truly was. It truly would be. I'm so excited for the update video as well. The update video is going to have a little surprise in it, I'm sure, boys and girls. The update video is going to have some surprises in it, I'm sure. Because I'm sure they've told us some of the stuff they're doing. I have a feeling there's stuff they haven't told us about. That just kind of fits with what they do. Marcelo with the 13-month resub. Thank you, Marcelo, for that 13-month resub. You know what, guys? I have not been wearing my wool toque all day. I've been out of uniform, although I'm not technically out of uniform.
Resubscribed for 13 months.
Oh, Canada! Oh, Canada! But yeah, I sort of am out of uniform. Let me grab my. I've been wearing my my Atheenon Survival is Where It's At hat, which is, by the way, available on the that's available on the merch store, boys and girls. It's available. This is available on the merch store. You can get a baseball cap. You can also get a. You can also get a nice little stocking cap that has Atheenon Gaming, Survival's Where It's At, stitched on it as well. So you can get those there. So, yeah, it's a miracle we survived without the hat on for so long. I didn't even realize it until I looked down there. I was like, oh! But we were safe. I had the Canadian sweatshirt on. So we were still repping for Canada. So, yes. But yes, I do have some merch up. I bought some of my own merch because that's how I am. And I really like the baseball cap. I really like the baseball cap. The hoodie is from Riney Beef actually sent me the hoodie. It's a very comfy hoodie as well. It's the kind of hoodie that I like. You know how some hoodies can have like really thick fabric in them? I don't like those. I run kind of hot, so I like a little bit. I like my hoodies a little bit lighter because I'm already pretty warm as it is, and but I like to wear hoodies because they're very comfy and snuggly. But I also get very warm in hoodies very quick. Even this one, as thin as it is, I'm getting warm in it right now, even though it's only 70 degrees in my house right now. So, how easy do you think Long Dark is for a new player to get into? I imagine it'd be the story campaign. Either that, or now that they've split it into 2 separate entities, Patchup, for newer players, I recommend they play on Pilgrim or Voyager to learn the maps. Because really, the game is mostly about map knowledge. Knowing where to go, knowing where to ditch if there's a storm, if it's a building or a cave or whatever. Knowing how to get around the map is more important than ever at this point in the game. And so for most new players who have just bought the actual base game, you know, the survival mode, I recommend that they play the Voyager Pilgrim's difficulty setting before they try Stalker or Interloper. I even recommend that newer players play Pilgrim and Voyager for the open world, and then also try some of the easier challenges, like the one hatchet challenges. Try those as well, because those will give you some good map knowledge as well, especially like Hopeless Rescue, and stuff like that. Those will give them good, that'll give them some good knowledge of the game and how things work. So I recommend they try those as well. But yes, I think the story campaign is a great introduction to anybody who wants to try out the Long Dark. For me, the story campaign is kind of a one-time playthrough and then I'm done. I don't really, you know, it's not something that I'd play over and over and over again, because it's the same every time and there's not a lot of variation to it. And I like for me, the Long Dark is about exploration, movement, discovery, and just having fun. So for me, the Long Dark is all about that. So for me, Patchup, I say the story mode is great for getting into it if you want to play a story mode. But if you're going to buy the survival mode of the game, play Pilgrim and Voyager, and also try a few of the one hatchet challenges before you get into Stalker or Interloper. You can jump right in, don't get me wrong. You can jump in if you want to. It's just going to be a little frustrating because it's going to be tough. It's going to be rough, and you're probably going to die a lot. If you're willing to do that, that's great. Now, they are coming out with the new update. They are going to be having the cheat death mode, which I'm not exactly a big fan of that idea, but I get why they're putting it in there. I'm hoping that they only allow it on Voyager, Pilgrim, and Stalker, but they don't allow it on Interloper and Misery. But we'll have to wait and see what they do. But yes, I would recommend doing the story mode if you have it. If you're one of the OGs and you bought the game back when it was all one piece and you already own story mode and you haven't played the game at all, I'd recommend story mode first. But I would, if you bought just the survival mode, I would recommend playing Voyager or Pilgrim. Just to get you, and the main thing is get used to the maps. And get used to some of the mechanics in the game. Because that's the most important thing. Hey, Silver Aku, how you doing? Hello. I still say be able to fashion, improvise, cutting tool, knife like in the story mode in Sandbox 2. Like a scrap metal and workbench. I can see the reasoning for that, yeah. I think I have a piece of deer meat right outside the cave here. If I do, we're going to jump outside the cave, eat it, come back in the cave, and go to sleep. Oh, Jesus Christ. Thank you for the 200 bits there, Dubes. I appreciate that. Oh, wow. I didn't even realize we had all this stuff in here. Hey, look at that. We got a piece of deer meat out here. Yay. Yeah, the air conditioning in the workshop, it was super hot here today.
No power in the verse can stop me.
I can imagine. It's getting hot in a lot of places. There we go. That got us some food. Bought the game back in beta. I played through it multiple times, but I stopped a good year before it looked anything like it is now. Oh, yeah. I would recommend, if you're getting into the Long Dark now and you haven't played it for a while, I would recommend playing on, like, Voyager. You can try Stalker if you want to. I would probably not recommend Interloper, though. Talamos, thank you for the follow there. I appreciate that very much, my friend. Thank you, thank you. Is that it? That's an Aurora outside. That is an Aurora outside. Whoopsie daisy. Well, I got the hat, and we got the Canadian sweatshirt, baby. Oh, yeah. Woo! Gotta go that way, and then we gotta go over that way. And the hat has a It has a bear on the back of it. See, it's got a bear with some sticks around him on the back of it. This was made by one of my viewers. By one of my viewers. I don't even know. I think that'll pull up her. Yeah, there's that should pull up her. There's her Gate City yarn. Lynette Melody made it. I haven't seen Lynette in a while. I hope she's doing okay. Hope things are going good for her. I hope she's doing okay. Makes me sad when I don't see people for a little while. We'll eat down some of our kitty cat tails. All right, so we got 7 pieces of lead. That's 42. We got that. We can make a can of gunpowder out of that there. We can make 42 there. Been playing for a few years now. Voyager's my jam for the most part. I still like to tempt Loper once in a while, but always end up on Voyager. That's okay though. That's the thing that's the beauty of this game. Is I know people who play completely on Voyager because they just enjoy exploring and wandering around the world and not having to worry about as much stuff, which is totally cool. And that's the thing about this game that's fun is you don't have to play it on any specific difficulty to be having fun. As long as you're playing the Long Dark, you're a winner. All right, what's it like out here now? Okay, no more Aurora. That's what I was going for. I find Loper too hard and Stalker too easy. I don't know what to do. I die day 1 on Loper every time I try. So, Talamos, if you're not going for achievements in the game, if you're not going for the badges, I would recommend doing a Interloper template, doing an Interloper custom game, turning the loot up a little bit, turning the loot up, so you'll have rifles, revolvers, and that stuff, but the wolves, the weather, and that sort of stuff will all be on Interloper settings. Or you could do like what I'm doing right now. What I'm doing right now, Talamos, is called a Gunloper. I have also turned on Endless Night, so we never have daytime. But what you can do in a Gunloper is you can play on Interloper, but you can turn on guns and revolvers so that you can find weapons a lot easier and be able to defend yourself. And then everything else is pretty much on Interloper. Now, there are a few differences. On a custom Interloper game, you are going to have 3 bunkers in the game that are fully loaded. Also, on an a custom Interloper game, the intestinal parasites only last 10 days instead of the 20 days on a regular Interloper file. But wolves, the weather, the loot, everything is on an Interloper level at that point. So it does make it harder, but you do have an easier time finding weapons. So the custom games give you a lot of variety in what you can do. And honestly, they're coming out with Misery Mode, which, yeah, I'm excited they're coming out with another regular gameplay mode. That I'm excited about. I honestly wish they would have made another difficulty mode between Interloper and Stalker. If they were good, I know that they are trying to appease Interloper players who always, rail that we never, as Interloper players, we never get anything as Interloper players. Well, it's because Interloper players don't make up a large part of their player base, is the bottom line. But besides that, I wish they would have put something in between Interloper and Stalker. But the custom game is a good way to do it. There's a lot of settings on custom, Talamos, that you can play around with. You can give yourself more loot. You can make the wolves a little less scary. So whatever is killing you on Interloper, whatever you're having a hard time with on Interloper, you can adjust it in the custom mode to make it a little more equitable, a little more easy for yourself to survive those first few, days. Because really, I've always looked at Interloper as a progression. Getting past the first 3 or 4 days is a huge deal. Living that first 3 or 4 days is sometimes the biggest hurdle a lot of people have. Once you get past that, try to live to like 10 days. Getting past that 10 days is like the next hurdle. Then it's 30 days. Then it's 50, and then it's like 100. So you start kind of getting that progression going, and you basically, you know, progress through it in that manner. Think of it as sort of in stages, and kind of tick those off as you get to them. And especially as a newer interloper player, you'll definitely want to prioritize rose hips, mushrooms, and cattails. Those are huge. Those are something that on the lower difficulty levels, you never really even worry about that much. But on interloper, those are like your lifeblood. Is getting those rose hips, those cattails, those mushrooms. Because making teas and stuff like that is huge. Also, make sure that you're you know, taking out rabbits, taking out the deer carcasses that you see, because that is a good source of rabbit and deer skins and guts early in the game. And early in the game, basically, your main thing you're looking for in the beginning, of course, is your matches. Without your matches or another way to start a fire, you're pretty well dead, because you need water. Now, if you start in, say, Milton, if you start, say, in Hush River Valley, and you can get to Milton very quickly, there's a whole lot of toilet water that you can get and survive that way. So that's not a big deal there. But matches are always very important. And by the time you get to Milton, you'll have lots of matches anyway. But getting rabbits early in the game is very important. So you want to get good at throwing rocks at rabbits, because rabbits are very important early game, not only for the meat, but for the guts and the hide. Because they give you that chance to get the rabbit skin guts and the rabbit skin gloves and the rabbit skin hat early in the game. All you need to make those is a sewing kit, the rabbit skins, and the guts. Same thing with the deer skin pants and boots. All you need is deer skins and the guts and the sewing kits to make those. You don't need anything that's made at the forge. And so looking for those matches is very important. The next thing after the matches is the bedroll, the hacksaw, and the heavy hammer. Those are your next 3 main goals, is to find those. And so you want to hunt around. You want to loot everything you can. And once you get that first fire started in Interloper, never ever, after that first fire, unless you're doing a Maglens fire, you never ever want to start a fire ever again with just a match. That first fire, you want to gather like 5 or 6 torches out of that fire. Not only do you want to walk with those torches in your hand, but you want to light every fire in the future with a torch. Because it only takes 1 match to light a torch ever. And then you can use that torch multiple times on the fire to get it going. Because you will fail at fires a lot. Now, one thing you can do to mitigate your failure of making fires early in the game is carry a couple books. Carry a couple books around with you, because books give you a massive bonus. In the beginning of the game, with a match and a stick, you have a 60% chance of starting a fire. With a match and a book, that goes up to 80%. A book gives you another 20% chance of starting that fire. So you definitely want to gather a couple books and take them with you to burn, because you can get your fire started a lot easier. What do I think about starvation tactics for early game Interloper? To be honest, Editus, I have not used starvation tactics in a few years. Ever since the introduction of well-fed, there's no advantage to me to starve, and I honestly don't find the need to. The only time I would ever say you might want to use starvation tactics is if you start the game in Desolation Point. Because every other zone that you start in the game has some sort of cattails in it, except for Desolation Point. And again, I cannot stress to you how important it is to use your cattails, or utilize cattails in the game. Cattails are your lifeblood early in the game. Cattails are what you will be eating 90% of the time early in the game. Because cattails are cattails are great on 2 fronts. not only do you get food, but you get a free piece of tinder off of them as well. So you get that tinder from the cattails as well, and so you don't have to break down sticks to get tinder. So cattails have a dual purpose early in the game. So yeah, I would definitely utilize them as much as you can. All right, I don't need those books right now. I'm going to make as many prepper pies as I can. There we go. And now here's one instance where you can break the rule of never starting a fire with a match. Once you get to level 5 fire starting. Yeah, they buffed beachcombing as well. Beachcombing did get a huge buff. Yeah, yeah, you don't even have to. I forgot that it did, Kenneth. You can get lots of fish off the beach. So once you get to level 5 fire starting, you can start a fire with a match and a stick and have a 100% chance of starting it. But yeah, I totally forgot about that. Beachcombing is so OP now, which they may downgrade. I'm hoping they downgrade it at some point. But beachcombing is so OP, you can get coho salmon, bass, whitefish. You can get so many fish off of the beach now. I had totally forgotten about that. So yeah, beachcombing has changed Desolation Point quite a bit. So you don't even have to starve in Desolation Point. So to be honest, no, I don't use starving techniques. The benefits from well-fed are too good to pass up. I have had well-fed since day 3. And now I'm on day 155. So I've had well-fed since day 3. And I will never give it up on purpose. It's just too good of a buff. It buffs you up so nicely that you never want to be without it. And it's the easiest way to get an extra 5 kilos of carry weight. The extra 5 kilos of carry weight is the most important thing. I don't know that Misery Mode is going to be any good for this game because it's single player. As we all know, Misery loves company. Heyo! Let's make a little more water while we're here. Because why not? We have a fire going, we might as well do it. Oh, Jesus. Prepper's Pies coming up, boys and girls. 43 minutes for a Prepper's Pie. We can make a few Prepper's Pies. We've been saving up for this all game, baby. All game we've been saving up for these Prepper Pies. Oh, yeah. To me, Prepper Pie is one of the best. It's one of the best foods in the game. It gives you just because it gives you 25 health. 25 health just from eating it. Sure, you lose a little carry weight, but 25 health. Yes, you have to be hungry to make it worthwhile. But 25 health. Which is absolutely amazing. And it also gives you a... How many more can we make? I can make 3 more. Okay, we can make 3 more Prepper's Pies. You can even taste it through the pixels. Yeah, Fulgario, you can even taste it through the pixels. But it also gives you it gives you 25 health. It gives you more max stamina. It takes away a little bit of cabin fever. It gives you a moderate amount of vitamin C, which is really good. And it does lower your max carry weight by 20, which honestly is not that big of a deal. Or it lowers it by 3, not 20. It lowers it by 3. Why am I thinking 20? It lowers it by 3 kilos for 3 hours. So it's not that much of a debuff. And the best thing about it is that unlike the stim, after you're done with it, it doesn't make you tired. After you've eaten the whole prepper's pie, it doesn't make you tired. And you don't have to eat the whole thing at once. Because for me, as an interloper player, I like the prepper's pies, and I like the venison and rabbit pies. They give me the most stuff. Because the venison pies, and the rabbit pies, and the ptarmigan pies, those give you 3 kilos of extra carry weight. So you get 3 kilos of extra carry weight per when you eat the pie. So you can go up to 48 kilos unencumbered once you eat a venison or rabbit pie. Get a little bit of that prepper's pie in there. Got an hour and 20 minutes. I can do it with my bare hands. Grab that. 1 minute till boiled on those. Let's add a little more fuel here. Oh, shushaby, darling. You're fine. I can make one more prepper's pie. I have enough mushrooms for one more. And I have enough burdock root for 2 more after that. And we got 8 kilos of water now. And it sounds like there's a storm going on outside. You can also take all the calories out of them, and in a pinch you can eat 3. Of what, Elcor? How do you do that? Well, the prepper pies work much like the prepper pies work very much like the prepper pie works like what am I trying to think of? It works like coffee and herbal tea and birch bark tea. The more of it you eat, the more you get from it. You get the benefit directly related to how much you eat. Like if you eat half of the prepper's pie, for an hour and a half you'll have 3 kilos of less carry weight. And you'll get like half the hit points, and you'll get half the stuff from it. So they actually, the prepper's pie, from what I've seen, I haven't eaten one recently, so maybe they have changed it. But the last time I checked, you got what you you got out of it what you put into it.
Barely walk with this much gear.
I know, my dear. You're very, very heavy right now. So I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Oh, don't worry about it. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I may be wrong. I may be incorrect. Yeah, you can now make the pies with the mushrooms, so that's really nice. I have enough burdock root for 2 more pies. If I get another burdock, that's 3, but I only have acorns for 1 more. I'm gonna put one of my 100% burdocks in here. There we go. So now we have enough to, if we get some more, I'm gonna take 5 of those. If we get some more, mushrooms, we can make some more pies. Where do you get the recipe for it? So, on Interloper, there is one place you can get the recipe. Oh, my stove just went out. There's one place you can get the recipe for the prepper's pie. That is in one of the abandoned prepper caches, one of the 9 abandoned prepper caches scattered about the world will have the prepper pie recipe in it. Now, the prepper pie recipe does have the restriction that you have to have level 5 cooking to make it. So it's not something you can go and get real early and then make, right away. So you have to have level 5 cooking to make the prepper pie in the first place. But in one of the 9 caches around the world, that's where it'll be. Now, if you're playing on Stalker, Voyager, or Pilgrim, 3 of the caches will have fully stocked caches where they'll have a whole bunch of gear in it. And the prepper pie recipe appears in the cache that has the kitchen in it. So in the kitchen cache, that's where you'll find the prepper pie recipe. Now on Interloper, all of the caches are empty, except for one that will have a tool and the prepper pie recipe in it. So there's one cache in the entire game on Interloper that has the tool and the prepper pie recipe in it. So you have a 1 in 9 chance whenever you go into a cache, you have at the beginning you have a 1 in 9 chance of finding it. Now, of course, later in the game you'll have a greater chance of finding it because you've eliminated caches at that point. But you definitely want to check the caches if you can. Alright, we are a little bit on the heavy side. Oh, that's because we got a lot of water on us. Let's dump off some water here. No, I don't want to dump off my tea. I want to dump off water.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Shh. Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Atheenon's gonna get you a mocking something. Do you go into the caches? Do you have to be in Forsaken Airfield and got the radio? No, these caches. So ever since the new with the new update, Gotta Stay Alive, the 9 caches in the world are randomly they're permanent caches in 9 zones. They're permanent caches in 9 zones. So they are always there. Okay, that's our save point. We're gonna quit out here real quick. I'll show you. No, I don't want to resume. Dang it. I want to load into my mapping game. This is our long one. I'll show you where the caches are. Gotta Stay Alive. So there's 9 caches in the game. In Blackrock, the cache in Blackrock, if you come in through the Timberwolf Mountain Cave and you go to the Bricklayer's Retreat, if you follow this road up, the cache is right up here, before the mule bridge that is broken. That cache is always there. It's right up from the Bricklayer's Retreat. You go up the road. There are going to be a Timberwolf pack here and a Timberwolf pack here that you have to face off with, but that's where the Blackrock one is. There's also one in Hush River Valley. There's a cache in Hush River Valley. If you go into the Hush River and you go through this ice cave, the one that has the wolf in it, and you come out on the other side, if you follow this path here and you go across the log, there's the lonely cave right here, and the prepper cache is right by it. Now, these are different than the hatches that appear in the game due to the Forsaken Airfield quest line. This hatch is completely different. This is a prepper cache that's always there in Hush River Valley, and that one's right close to the exit. Now, in Mountain Town, you have to go across the bridge that has the bear on it. So you have to go up from the graveyard and the trailer. You go across the bridge, and you go through this cave after you kill the bear, and the prepper cache is on the other side of this cave. You cannot reach it by going up from here and going up this way to the plane crash. You have to go through this cave to get to the cache there. So that's the 3rd cache. In Bleak Inlet, super easy to get to. You go into the ravine, you go to the bottom of the ravine, you come out, you go onto the lake here, you kind of wind up and you go just right, you wind up the hill and you go right there. You don't have to face the Timberwolves or anything to find the prepper cache there. That's your 4th prepper cache. In Ash Canyon, the Ash Canyon one's a little harder to get to, but to get to it easily, you go through the deer clearing, You go through the cave system to Ash Canyon at the deer clearing. You come out of there, you go up the hill here, you go up this hill, and there's a little jump over that you do to get to Climber's Cave. From the Climber's Cave, you come up and around, you'll have a little jump over that you have to get to, I think it's like in this area, but you'll come up here, you'll jump over, and then you'll wind up this path, and it will get to the Prepper's Cache for you. But you have to get to the Climber's Cave before you do that. So from the Climber's Cave, it's a little hop, skip, and a jump away. In Timberwolf Mountain, it's super easy to get to. If you're at the Mountaineer's Hut, you head up towards the Wing and the Forest Cave, and there's sometimes the moose and the bear over here. There's some wolves, but you have to watch for that. But if you come up here to the Wing, there's a path that goes over here that has a log bridge. You go across that log bridge, and you kind of wind your way up the mountain, and it's right there. You can also get it from the three-way cave. If you go down towards the engine here, and you come up to the three-way cave, you can come out, and you can go up the back route to get to it as well. So that's the 6th one that you can get to. In Pleasant Valley, it's right over here by the Burned Ridge Cave. It's basically right on the back side of the Burned Ridge Cave. Just go out of the Burned Ridge Cave and you circle around and you get to it. In Forlorn Muskeg, it's right above the Spence family homestead. You're at Spence family homestead, you walk up the hill and it's right there. Now there is a wolf that patrols there, so be very careful. And then the final one is in Mystery Lake. It's right above Dave's Quiet Clearing. So you can either climb the rope here and go to it, or you can go up there's a little way to get up here, Dave's Quiet Clearing, you can scamper up, and either way you can get to it right there. So there's that's the 9 prepper caches, and those are always in the same spot. They're always in the same exact area in the game. You'll never ever have to like look for them or anything. So that's where all 9 of them are. And I'm going to clip that out. I'll upload that as a video. I'll clip that out, though. God, I'm getting warm in this sweatshirt now. I'm going to take the sweatshirt off, boys and girls. Woo! Take it off. Take it off. No, put it on. Put it on. Put it on. Put it on. You know, I am horrible at making YouTube videos, Marcelo. I want to get better at making YouTube videos, but with my current job situation, it's hard for me to actually sit down and edit video and stuff. I just don't have the time. That's the biggest problem. I don't have the time, and I'm not very good at it either. I'm old. I'm old. And things don't work out well for me sometimes. What's the time right now? 2:39? Okay, I'm going to make a note. 2 hours and 30 minutes in this video. That's where I'm going to get the highlight and clip that out. There we go. All right, let's turn that off because I hate wasting lantern fuel. I don't have a lot left in the lantern. Oh no. No. Okay, put that prepper pie there. There we go. Now going into Timberwolf Mountain, I'm going to want a couple prepper pies. The venison pies, I think I have 5 on me right now. I'm going to leave these venison pies here, I think. All right, let's go inside. Let's see what we want to take with us. Let's see where we're at. We're at 52 kilos. Let's break down some of this. You don't need to be good on editing videos. See, I'm very OCD, and I think my edited videos look like crap. So I'm very OCD about stuff. I'm my own biggest critic, I think. I've tried editing some video stuff sometimes. It just never works out for me that well. All right, so what do we got on us? We got some sticks. We got that. Oh, please tell me it's not a storm out there right now. For the love of God. For the love of all that's holy. I've got my iron and I've got my grow well and that stuff on me. I've got a few hides and guts on me. I do have my backup bow on me still, right? I got my backup bow on me, so we're good there. I think we're good to go. I think we're good to go, as long as it's not too stormy outside. Really, game? Really? Really? By the way, the cache near the rope to Timberwolf Mountain in Pleasant Valley isn't one of the 9 caches. Yes, that is 2. That is 2, Ratya, yes. That is not one of the 9 caches. That one's always there. It's always the same. That was actually there before they put caches in Interloper. It used to be Interloper did not have any caches. It used to be Interloper was a cashless game. Oh, there we go. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to have happen. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No! No! Maybe I should just travel now. Maybe I should. Maybe I should just YOLO it and travel now. We've got our pistol. We've got our arrows. Let's go for it. YOLO! Let's do it. Got a little bit of water on me. It'll be fine. Everything's gonna be just fine. It's all gonna be okie dokie. Don't worry about a thing. Everything's gonna be all right. By the way, for those of you who don't know, I am going to be part of the streamer weekend coming up this next weekend for 7 Days to Die version 1.0 experimental build. So I will be joining people. I will be joining some other streamers in allowing you guys to get a first look at the version 1.0, which will then be being released on Monday for their experimental build. So on Monday it'll be released for everybody, but on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, streamers are getting a special first look preview of it, and we'll be able to get it all hyped up for everybody. If you've ever thought of buying 7 Days to Die, now is the time to do it. 7 Days to Die will be increasing in price once they go to version 1.0. So now is the time to buy 7 Days to Die if you've ever wanted to buy it. Because if you buy it now, you will get the version 1.0. The game's $25 right now. I think it's going to be going up to $39.95 when they fully release it. So they will be raising the retail price on it. So I would recommend getting it now if you want to get it. I was looking for some background vibes while playing Voyager.
Can stop me.
Nice, walk-in family. How you doing? Thank you, Zalker, for the follow there as well. But yes, now's the time to get it if you want to get it. Because it's never, it's probably not going to go on sale before next Friday. And it's probably not going to get as cheap. It may get a little cheaper if they put it on sale after they raise the price. But it's only going to maybe be $5 cheaper. If you buy it now, you got it. So. How you doing, Zalker? Good to see ya. So yeah, now is the time to buy 7 Days to Die if you want to buy it. What the hell just happened? OBS just died there for a second. Did it lose my YouTube stream as well? Nope, YouTube's still up. Okay. Okay, that's crazy. I don't know what happened to OBS. It didn't drop any frames, it just dropped out. I dropped no frames, it just went bloop and came back. Yeah, I have no idea what happened. So refresh, yeah. Refresh. It's back up on both. That is so weird. Yeah, it wasn't a hiccup on YouTube. It was a hiccup on OBS. OBS just disconnected. Which is so strange. I had no warnings or anything. OBS just disconnected for some reason. That is so weird. I haven't seen that happen in a while. In a long while, actually. Very strange. Don't forget, if you're on YouTube right now, drop that like. That helps with the algorithm. It only took 10 years, although it's been very playable for most of those 10 years. Do you think smell will be back in the game? I don't think they'll put smell back in the game, no. I don't think they will. Maybe? I don't know. I don't think so, though. But yeah, don't forget to smash that like button on the YouTube side. Don't forget to follow here on Twitch as well. And thank you for all the new follows today, the subs, the memberships over on YouTube. Thank you so much. We do have the Dyson Sphere program, Dark Fog series is picking back up on YouTube. I'm starting to release some more of those. I was able to get a little recording of that done. I do intend to get some more Civ 6 and Witcher 3 going on the channel as well. But time constraints more than anything. I think, Faith, at one time there was something where the zombies could smell you, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. McManu with the 14-month Twitch Prime sub. Woo! The cosmic particles hit my computer, yes. Thank you for that Twitch Prime subaroo there, my friend. Really appreciate it. Oh, there's some mushrooms or some rose hips over here. I forgot to hit the button. Well, that's all right. That's why I remind people sometimes, because sometimes you just forget to hit the button. Sometimes the button's there and you just forget to hit it, you know? It's like, it's nothing personal, I just forgot to hit the button. So there used to be a smell for food or that was raw or cooked. Interesting. See, it's never been that way while I've played it, so I'm gonna drop that tinder plug here, buddy. You hold on to your tinder plug. Yeah, I think I got into 7 Days to Die around Alpha 18 or 19, I think. I mean, I'm relatively new to the game, so... I'm relatively new to 7 Days to Die. I'm not that great at it. Although I've been having fun finding some of the mods, like the New York City mod that we're playing right now is very exciting. I love the New York City mod. It's quite fun. Now, one thing I could do, because I know there's wolves up ahead. I think I'm going to start a little fire here. I remember back when it was just a tiny map to play in. Yeah, see, for me, Navigane's always been there. The pre-gens have always been there. For me, the game has always been pretty huge. All right, we're going to start that fire there. Get in the car. I was going to sleep for an hour. It won't kill us, right? It won't kill us. Tee. Just refresh, bad boy gamer. It's not just gonna fix itself on its own. You gotta refresh the whole page, or just exit out, or come back into the stream, because it's not gonna fix itself on its own. Trust me, it never will. It never ever will. I'm having no problems on the YouTube side at all right now. I don't know. But yeah, the YouTube side's totally up and running for me. I'm watching it right now, as a matter of fact. Okay, so let's go ahead and eat a piece of meat. Yum yum. Yeah, I don't know what's happening then. I don't know what's happening then, so can't help you out there. Things are gonna do what things do. Okay, did the weather? Okay, the storm, the thing went away. Okay, good. Like it. I've been having refreshing issues as well. Interesting. Yeah, I'm watching the stream right now in HD, 1080. Yeah, 1080 by 60p, and it's running just fine. Interesting. I don't know if when the stream died, it like, you know, when OBS disconnected for a second there, if that screwed it up or something. Well, it won't matter because we're ending the stream on YouTube in about 8 minutes anyway. In about 8 minutes, we're going to be switching over games, so. I'm trying to stick to my schedule as much as I want to play 7 Days to Die today. Much as I want to play it, we're gonna play some Stellaris, and we're doing Planet Crafter tomorrow. So we're gonna stick to the schedule. Nothing there, okay. Oh, you know what I did not check? I didn't check for batteries in that last car. No battery here. I need to check for batteries. I always forget about that. Yeah, right now we're in Keeper's Pass south. And we're heading towards Keeper's Pass north, and then Black Rock beyond that. I started playing 7 Days in March 2014. About 3 months after it was first available in beta. Wow. Wow, so you've been there through thick and thin. You've been there through it all. That is crazy, Patchup. All right, let's check the battery situation here. No battery. Okay, no battery, no joy. Let's grab a couple more torches. Hold on to your butts. Hey, Big L, how you doing, buddy? Drop your weapons or drop your drawers. That's what Hugh always says. Hugh's always telling me to drop my weapons or drop my drawers. I don't know why. It's kind of rude, to be honest. Although one day I might take him up on it, so. By the way, I got my cool Firefly coasters. I don't know if it'll focus on it or not. Got my cool Firefly coasters. They're like etched wood. I bought them off Etsy. I was looking for something. I like coasters, and I was looking for a nice coaster to have for my desk. And there's like I got like 6 or 8 of them. It was pretty cool. They got the blue. There's one that's the Blue Sun Corporation. They're pretty neat little coasters. I like them. Like them a lot. You think Hugh likes me, Silver Aku? I think he does too. So for Long Dark, boys and girls, there's good news. I don't want to use that torch right now. Good news, there's two videos on the Hinterland site that are not yet published, which makes me think we're gonna have the update here this week. Very soon, hopefully. Because if you go to YouTube and you go to Hinterland site, you go to their newest videos, there's 2 unpublished videos on there. So, yay. No battery there. Check all these cars, see. There's not a lot in cars these days. I'm very disappointed with how cars are anymore. There used to be a lot more stuff in cars. Other than cloth. Used to get some candy bars out of them. Used to get maybe a tool or something. I never flip these because there's notes under some of them, but they're fixed. It's not like the notes are random. You'll always find the notes in the exact same spot in every map, so. Once you know where the notes are, it's kind of like, oh, I guess I don't need to explore them all. $2,000 hours in 7 days, 5,000 hours in Rust. Wow, lots of cloth in these ones. I had the Flash version, and then the Legacy version, which no longer shows time played. Okay. Did I wait a second? I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna let you figure out what I did and why I just smacked myself. You know, I forgot to bring my shells, my casings along with me that I had in Pleasant Valley. I have failed. I gotta go back to Pleasant Valley, boys and girls. Yeah, I forgot to grab them. Oh man, that sucks. That sucks so hard. Well, I guess I'll leave some stuff here. We got a nice little plastic container here with a shirt in it. I'm gonna leave pretty much all this stuff here. I will take a couple of sticks with me. And I think I'll leave my pry bar here. See, I already checked all the cars there, though. That's the sad thing. I checked all the cars in Pleasant Valley. Or most of them, I should say. I'm going to leave that here. I'm going to leave some of the coal here. I'm just going to leave this shirt here because I don't need it. Yeah, that bites ass. Super hard. Oh. I guess I do need my pry bar in here for a moment. Well, guess what? Tomorrow we're going to be making a trip back to Pleasant Valley for me to get my shell casings. Because I forgot them. Yes, I'll be doing the walk of shame. And it will indeed be a walk of shame. Oh, that's so irritating. So irritating. Good golly, Miss Molly. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Molly. Molly. You failed. Nothing left to do but fall on your torch. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. All right. Well, boys and girls, that'll wrap up Long Dark for us today. Now, here's the thing. If the update does come out tomorrow,
No power in the verse.
we
can
are
stop
going to, hey, Magnus, how you doing? Oh, I'm still streaming. I've been streaming now. This is my 8th year streaming. I started in September of 2016. Yeah, so September this year will be my 8th year streaming. So yes, we're still going strong. Still going strong, my friend, like a big dog with a wet tongue. I'm gonna get all full up on food so we can just leave. Yeah. So here's the thing. Tomorrow, if we don't get the update, we'll return to Endless Night. If we get the update, we're going to be starting a new Interloper character or Misery character, whichever. If it comes out tomorrow, Misery is going to be on the docket. So right now, if we go on YouTube, YouTube has a update video that is not yet published. So we'll see what happens there. But anyway, thank you everybody for joining me today. On the YouTube side, I will be back tomorrow, or I'll be back in about 5 minutes. I'm going to be playing some Dyson or some Stellaris, if you're interested in that. For those of you on Twitch, thank you for coming by for Long Dark. We're going to continue the stream, although we're going to be switching over to Stellaris and playing a few hours of that. So if you've not, if you're not into Stellaris, that's fine. Stellaris is a grand strategy game. It's a little different than a lot of stuff I play, but I really enjoy it and I want to play some more of it. So YouTubers, I'll see you in just a little bit.